So at this point, I'm going to manipulate the way my links in my page look. One of the very first things I'm going to do is take out this underlining. I don't like all my links to be underlined. So the way I'm going to do that is, I could create a new CSS rule, which I'm going to have to anyway for my links, and just put, a:link, and for that one, I just put no text decoration, but I'm thinking I'm going to put it in my universal selector, in my asterisk, that's affecting all my items, because I don't think I'm going to want underlining on anything by default. And if I choose to do that later, I'll just include an like text decoration underline specifically in the code. You know what? Maybe for right now, at this point, this is the right decision, I believe. But if later I end up having a lot of different elements I want underlined and they by default come underlined, or if something changes, then I could change it. But I'm going to go with putting that property in the universal selector. So as you could already see, it took away the underlining, so far so good. Now I'm going to put something for all the different states. And there's basically 4 states you could account for. There's the link, which just means that this thing's a link. There's visited, which means that you've already visited the link, so it's going to be a different color. There's hover, that means when you go right over it, it's going to possibly change color. And then there's active, which is as soon as you see, maybe you see it here, that as soon as I click it, by default it's going red is when it's active. That's active is as soon as you click it. There's an important rule to remember when defining links in your CSS. It's called the LoVeHAte rule, and you want to put your link code in the order of link, visited, hover, and active if you want the things to work properly. And that's just one of those little things you have to remember and something you learn with time. Now I'm going to go to Zen Garden and just look. Here's what I basically do. I could go to any website and just look at their code, because I just like to see where they have their link code, and then I could just totally just copy and paste it. I'm going to copy it from there, go into my own style sheet. Like I said, I always try to keep things neat, so right underneath my H1, which is all my tag selectors, I'll paste that in there. And I don't really want these properties per se, I just want the code of it, so I'm going to delete all the styling attributes inside. And okay, so now there I have, there you have it. I don't have anything done. Let me get this back over here. Okay, and now see, this is the order I'm referring to: a link, a visited, a hover, and a active. And now these are referred to as pseudo classes because there's some kind of activity happening. The colon, it says, when you have hover, the hover is an activity. And actually, I'm going to change this because I don't want to group together hover and active. I want to actually have them separate, because I want active to have a different color, just so we could see it for now. So link, I'll refresh this, and it's always easy for me to pick my colors through Dreamweaver. So link, I will set the color to, let's just say, a light gray. Well, actually, it's always good to have links look different than the rest of the document, because you want people to know that they could click on it, right? It's definitely what color did I have it here? Black? Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna paint over this right now, but so we'll have the light blue like that, and then for link, for visited, well, I already did that. For visited, we'll have it, I guess, a little bit lighter blue. That kind of reminds me. Then hover, we'll do gray, and you know what else I want for hover? An underline, because I kind of like that effect. And then for active, just for illustration purposes, I'm just going to pick a hot red and make it, let's see, I'll just leave it hot red, yeah. Just so you see it in action. And now when I preview this, we'll see that, okay, these are all light, light. These are all light like this because I've been there, right? And when I hover over them, it's the gray with the underline. And as soon as I click it, there you go. You see how it turns red every time I click it? Yeah, that's it. So that's it. The most important part of this whole thing is to remember that the order in which you put them in your style sheet. And they say it's LoVeHAte, and it's L for link, V for visited, H for hover, and A for active.